tell me this is not the perfect Valentine's Day donut. This is chocolate covered strawberry from Duck Donuts. If you have one near you, I am telling you, so good. Holy shitsies. That is good. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Kimmie. This is my attic, and welcome to Valentine's Day week up here in the attic. Can you see my decorations, guys? I tried. I've got the hearts over here. I've got the lights in the back. I've got some hearts in my plant. I've got the squeaky chair, of course. That's nothing new. I've got the jar of hearts. I've got other stuff over here. I tried, guys. I really did. I hope you can see my decorations. I'm going to try not to move because I feel like the chair is squeakier. It's squeakier than usual. Anyway, guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you can join me for Valentine's Day week. It's not that I am so... Actually, I am into Valentine's Day, guys. I really, really enjoy Valentine's Day. And let me tell you, it is certainly not because I have been so lucky in love. Okay? Not the case. I don't know if is it the colors? There's something about like the colors, or like going through January and it's like the winter, and then all of a sudden we get like this break of a holiday with the hearts and the colors and the, I don't know. Maybe it's the food. It's associated with desserts. I did just devour that donut in record time. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but there's something about it that I have always enjoyed. And since I've been into makeup, I've kind of been into the Valentine's Day thing because a lot of brands do collections during Valentine's Day. But before I get into that, guys, I just want to say my light, for some reason, is like really far away. Hold on one second. Is that better? I didn't realize for some reason I had moved it and I didn't move it back. Anyway, I just want to say, I think that for some people, Valentine's Day may be a little bit of a downer. Especially if you are not with someone special, if you're not sharing it with anyone. I know there's a lot of pressure to feel a certain way at Valentine's Day, but I certainly hope that's not the case. I mean, I certainly hope that you are not feeling that way. And if you are, just remember, it's a Hallmark holiday. Don't take it all that seriously. I mean, I know that there's like a lot of like stories of how Valentine's Day came to pass. There's a few Saint Valentines. I think there's either 2 or there's 3. There's the Roman festival of Lupercalia. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a little interesting. And all these things kind of went into our present day Valentine's Day. But let's face it, Hallmark took a whole lot from history and just kind of ran with it. And here we are with people giving each other gifts and cards and chocolate and whatever the case may be. But don't take it all that seriously, okay? If you're not with someone special, hang out with me. Let's try on some makeup. And if you are with someone special, you can still hang out with me and try on some makeup, okay? This is for everyone. So anyway, guys, yes, Valentine's Day makeup. What did you guys think of the releases this year? I will tell you, I was not like overly thrilled with them. I think last year, for some reason, I thought they were a little better. I almost picked up the Sydney Grace palette. I almost did it, and then I stopped myself. Here's the thing. This year, I am trying to buy things that I really think I'm going to use. So what did I used to buy? Okay. Sometimes I would buy stuff just to buy it. I would buy it if I like the theme. I would buy it if I like the packaging. This year, I'm trying to be a little bit more specific. I'm trying to be more picky with the makeup that I buy so that I don't end up with a whole bunch of makeup that I'm not going to use. I mean, we always end up with some makeup that we're not going to use, but I'm trying to be better. So what I thought I would do this week is try some makeup, not necessarily that was released for Valentine's Day, although I do have some new stuff I'm hoping to try. The trick is, will I get it this week? When I say new stuff, I mean new releases that I purchased. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it in time to do videos this week. That's a whole other topic I'm going to get into. But I do have some new things coming. But I also have some things that have been around a little bit, but I think have like a Valentine's Day theme. So if it's something that I really wanted to try, and I felt like it had a Valentine's Day theme. I'm going to probably talk about it this week. And first up is this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. This is the Primrose. Now, this is something, guys, that I have been wanting to pick up for a really, really long time. Let me tell you, this palette was on so many people's like favorite things from 2021. It was also ranked super, super high on most people's eyeshadow rankings from 2021. And everybody kind of said the same thing, that it wasn't like much to look at, but it was like amazing when you used it. So I always had the intentions of buying this palette, but I thought I was going to do a video. I planned to do a video like, is it worth it? Is it as good as they say? I was going to do like a whole series, is it as good as they say? I was going to start it out with ABH Cosmetics, Lost in Los Angeles, and Passion in Paris. And now with their bankruptcy, I decided not to do it. And then I was going to do another one. And anyway, that just never happened. But we still could do that video. This is kind of like that video because this palette's been reviewed so many times and so many people have said it is amazing. So, is it as good as they say? We're going to find out. It's definitely, oh, it's got the paper on it. I'm telling you, this is brand new. This is a first impression. I normally don't do first impressions with eyeshadow palettes because of my allergy, but you know what? It's a special week. There's love in the air. This is what it looks like. It doesn't really look like much. Actually, it is kind of pretty. But everybody was saying that it didn't look like much, but that when you put it on, it was just like this amazing palette. Primrose, yeah, you could definitely, this definitely is throwing off some Valentine's Day vibes. So, this pink packaging is beautiful. Let me read you something about it. I picked it up yesterday in Ulta. And I believe it was $55? Yeah, $55. So for an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, that is a little pricey. They usually run, what, like $45? Well, actually, the Norvina's brand is $60, but the regular, like, Soft Glam is $45. Let me pull up one more because I don't remember. Modern Renaissance is $45. So they usually run $45. So this is like $10 more. So it is a little bit more than a regular palette, but what they say is that you get more product. This is basically what it says. It says, an all-in-one face and eye palette that is packed with mattes and metallics to create all looks from natural to glam, instantly and effortlessly. So yeah, that was another big seller of this palette. They said because it was like for face and eyes. But to be honest with you, is that all that groundbreaking? It's really not, right? Because pretty much all eyeshadow, isn't like all eyeshadow palettes kind of interchangeable? I know I've seen tons and tons of videos of people use their palettes for their blush, for their bronzer, for their highlighter. And if you do DIY with your old makeup, which is something that you could do, if you're looking to do something with your old makeup, you could do like DIY. I don't mean the DIY that I did making like crap out of nutmeg. I don't mean that. You can take your old makeup and make like your old eyeshadow and make it into blush. You can make it into highlighter. So there's really like a lot. That's not groundbreaking. That is not new at all. But I think ABH is just trying to, you know, let you know that this palette is specifically for your face and your eyes. And they did make like these two pans larger. This is grapefruit and saddle, and I believe all the pans are a little larger than their normal palettes. You get a little bit more product. So that might be how they are also like, you know, reasoning the price. The bit of a higher price point. So I don't know, guys, we are going to test it out. It does look very pretty. I love a good neutral palette. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 mattes and 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers. This one, Primrose, this looks like a matte glitter. But when I read the description, it didn't say if there were any matte glitters, but that looks like a matte glitter to me, guys. I don't know. We're gonna test it. Let's swatch it out. It is pretty. Okay, guys, so that's the first 5 shades swatched out, plus those 2 bigger pans, grapefruit and saddle. Grapefruit, I think, could make a nice blush for me. As far as a bronzer, I think I would go with this one, Honey, and just use a light hand. I have to say, these swatched out beautifully. They are really, really, like, buttery soft. I don't have another ABH palette to compare it to because the only one I have is Norvina, and it does feel a little bit like those, but I feel like it's a lot buttery and softer than the other ABH palettes, like the Norvina, the Modern Renaissance. I sold mine, so I don't have them. I had three. I had Norvina, I had Modern Renaissance, and I had Soft Glam, but I don't have them anymore, so I can't compare it. But just by my memory, I feel like, yeah, these shades, this formula feels much more smooth, and they were beautiful to work with. There's some glitter in here. This one, Primrose, is definitely a matte glitter, but we'll go ahead and try it. So there is the first bunch swatched out. Okay guys, and the final 5 shades. Oh my god, look how these swatched out. Look at these two. This is Deep Berry and Claret. Usually when shades are this shade, this color, this dark, this kind of purpley, not quite purple, but you know what I mean. They don't swatch like that. Usually they're quite patchy. This palette swatched so smooth, so beautifully. I have to say, this formula is stunning. Now, sometimes you can't go by a swatch. It doesn't perform like on the eye the same way you swatch it. But if it does, then yeah, we're going to have a Valentine's winner on our hands here, folks. Let's try it on. Okay guys, so let me tell you what I have already done. We are pulling out all the ABH stops here today. I just used a little bit of my Luminous foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. If you have skin that's on the drier side, I would highly recommend this one by ABH. And then on my brows, I have on some of the Dipbrow Pomade in Taupe. And then over it, I'm so excited because I finally picked this up. This is the ABH Brow Freeze Styling Wax. I think that might be blinding you. But anyway, guys, when this first came out, it sold out like a few times, I think. And then I just forgot about it. I had gotten something off Amazon that was also a brow wax. But I have to say, this one is so much easier to use than the one that I had. The one that I had was kind of like hard. This one's very soft and it's so easy. And I really, really like the way it makes my brows look. So that's what I have on so far. Let's go ahead and dip into this palette. Okay, so it's kind of the only thing you have to watch is that the formula is so buttery and soft. It kind of goes all over the place. So it's one that you're gonna have to clean up after yourself, guys, but that's no big deal. I'm going to start with bronzer. So I think like this is the shade that a lot of people will probably automatically dip into because it's like a bigger pan. And I think they might be like telling you that like bronzer, blush. But of course they really can't be telling you that because we're all different, right? So I'm gonna dip into this one right here, Honey, because I think that's gonna be better for my skin tone. I think the saddle is just a little too dark for me. So I have to go in with a smaller brush than I would normally do my bronzer with. Oh my god, and even that is like a little dark for me. Or maybe I just went in with like a... Okay, well we're off. We're off to a fabulous start, guys, aren't we? I love it. I do. Why not? Guys, I never told you my... I still saying that that's the better color for me because... Yeah, why don't I have a hair clip? Why am I never prepared? I usually only wear hair clips when I do my, what was I gonna say when I do my Fantasia? When I do my foundation, I wear hair clips. Guys, I still haven't told you guys my MLM story. It's still in my head, I have to tell you. It's not that good. It's just, I thought it was kind of interesting. This is nice, but yeah. I don't think there's a shade in here that's really going to work for me as a bronzer. But it's pretty. It is pretty. It's a nice formula. It's just the shades. I don't think it's going to work for me. Well, we'll keep going. Oh, God. My under eyes are so bad. My under eyes are so bad because I haven't Well, it's a bunch of things. I haven't been sleeping that good, and then also I've had, like, I was telling you guys, I had this horrible allergic reaction. I think I was talking about it in my lip declutter video. I had this horrible allergic reaction, and like I still don't know what the hell it was from, and it left my under eyes, oh my god, it left them so bad. They're like scaly, because what happens is, like, when I get reaction on like my under eyes, they like that's what happens. They kind of get like cuts almost. Like they get like so dry and irritated, and they cut, and then it's just like so much dry skin, and then it just kind of leaves them looking like with these lines. That's not old age. That's that's my allergy. It's horrible, I'm telling you. Okay, so I'm gonna try grapefruit. This one right here. I am going to try the Big Pan grapefruit for some blush. That's pretty. These are pretty pigmented. They are. And I'm very light. I'm very pale. So, but I think they're beautiful. The only thing is this formula is powdery. It goes all over the place. But that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. I think the formula is truly lovely. I do. That's a beautiful color for blush, this one right here, this grapefruit, and it's a nice formula too. Okay, there's nothing in here that I can use as a highlighter. There isn't. So I'm going to pull out my Nicole Guerrero highlighter palette by ABH. This is an oldie but a goodie. I love this highlighter palette. It's so aesthetically pleasing. Now, I cannot say that I necessarily recommend it for dry skin. I don't think it's the best for dry skin, but it's not bad. And since we're on an ABH theme, this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Kitty Cat, this one right here. Besides eyeshadow, this is my favorite part. My highlighter. This is my favorite part. I'm like addicted to a new YouTuber. That's some gorgeous highlighter, isn't it? I mean, it's a little glittery, but I love that in the highlighter. I do. I'm not like a, what are they, you know, I'm not like a highlighter, like a natural highlighter look. I want to see me from the space station. They're beautiful. They are. My only problem with these highlighters is, like I said, if you have skin on the drier side of town, they can show texture. But that's nothing new. A lot of highlighters fall into that category. Oh, it's pretty. I haven't used this palette in a while. It's beautiful, though. Is it still available? If it's still available, I would get it. Yeah, I've been like addicted to this. He's not a new YouTuber. He's new to me. Queer Bones? Is that his name? Queer Bones? I think it's Queer Bones. Wait, let me check. Yeah. Oh my god. I love it. I love his channel. I've been binge watching his declutters, and then I got involved in like some of his other stuff. He's cool. Check him out. Okay. So that's that. Do you guys remember this? The Dewy set? Like I said, we're pulling out all the Anastasia stops. But this was a holiday release. I think this has like a scent. My memory serves me right. Yeah, it smells like pineapple or something. It's beautiful. I haven't used that in so long also. Okay, so, ooh, my makeup looks good. My under eyes are killing it, but that's got nothing to do. That's got nothing to do with the makeup. My under eyes are just such a problem area for me. They really are. Why couldn't that Thomas Roth stuff have worked? Okay, so honestly, so far I'm really, really enjoying this palette, but let's go ahead. Let's try the actual eyeshadow. Let's actually try it on the eyes. So, what are we going to do? Let's start. See if I can find a brush. Okay, I didn't wash all my brushes. I have to do that today. I freaking hate washing my brushes. But I did just like go through them all. I tried to separate them by like, you know, this one blends, this one's this one's that, and I'm still a mess. I'm still all over the place. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go right in and start with this Primrose one because that's like calling my name. Oh my God. Do you see? Am I being like overly dramatic? It's just that, okay, here's the thing. I say this before. I say this all the time. I'm not like, I have no like experience with like eyeshadow. I've only been into it a short period of time. I never worked in the beauty industry. So when an eyeshadow goes on this smooth for me and like it's so easy to work with, yeah, I get happy. So this shade looks like a matte glitter in the pan, but to be honest with you, you don't see any glitter when it goes on. It is just kind of like a matte, but it's so weird because in the pan, if you get it, you'll see what I mean. In the pan, it looks like it is a matte glitter, but it's when you put it on, it's really not. Okay, so we'll try to deepen it out, I guess, with this Deep Berry shade. Oh, this is another beautiful one. That is gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, here's the thing though. But this is just, I think this is more like a my skin tone thing. Sometimes these shades, I'm just gonna go in with like a blending brush. I'm gonna go in with, maybe I'll go in with mango. You know, I'm gonna go in with this grapefruit shade, the one that I use as a blush. And I'm just going to kind of blend it all together with that. And the only reason I'm going to do that, like I said, it might just like be me. But sometimes these shades, I think this is a beautiful shade, but sometimes they make me look like I had like a, what do they call that? Like when you poke yourself in the ab, like a breaking blood vessel or like a bruise or something. So I'm just going to like kind of blend it out with that. Just because of that reason. Oh my God. They blend together beautifully. This palette is like a dream. Okay. So yeah, I am on board. I'm on board with the world. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful one. Let's try a shimmer. Let's try Peony. This is really pretty. And I have a feeling that these are going to go on nice with the, oh. Let me try it with a brush. It goes on well with the finger. I should have tried it with a brush first, I think. To make sure I was recording. Can I tell you how many times that's happened? If you do YouTube, you know that happens like all the freaking time. Maybe not to everyone, but to me it does. Like all of a sudden I see I'm not recording. That's beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous. That was Peony. And I'm going to put rose water in the inner corner. And then on the other side, we'll try some of these other shades that I neglected. But these are like the shades that were screaming at me. Okay, it's like it is a very powdery formula. It's like one of those formulas that's so smooth. But yet, oh my God, do you see that inner corner? Yet, it's like not, what's it called? Going everywhere. I'm going to have to put that on the lid on the other side because that is so beautiful. Yeah, there's not a lot of fallout. Even though there's a lot of like powder, there's not a lot of fallout. This is so pretty. I'm going to have to update you in the description box because the only thing I'm afraid of is my allergy. I swear, whenever I fall in love with a palette, they don't fall in love with me. It's kind of like it's kind of like men too, like Valentine's Day. Okay, whenever I fall in love, they don't fall in love back. Eyeshadow palette, same thing. So I will leave it in the description box if this palette worked for me, like if it gave me a reaction or not. But if it doesn't, then this is definitely such a winner for me. It's so easy to work with and it's so beautiful. This video is like twice as long as I expected it to be. Oh wow. That's the story of my life. My videos are always about 3 times as long as I expect them to be, and that's with editing. All right, let's go ahead with this one. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try this honey shade. This was the one that I used as a bronzer. Yeah, they're so beautiful. So that's just like your neutral shade, but what I really want to try now is this Claret. That's just a color, right? Is that a wine? It's definitely a color, but I think it also might be a wine. This one, it might be a red wine. Am I crazy? I don't know my wines. I think it's a red wine. Oh, whatever it is, it's gorgeous. Oh my God. It's almost like a red. Guys, if you are like this color story, do this palette. This palette is so nice and it's so easy to use. I'm going to blend it a little bit. I think, again, with maybe that grapefruit color. Only because, like I said, sometimes these colors for me... Oh no, that's really, really pretty. That's really pretty too. That is so gorgeous. What should I try? Should I try Spark? Let's try Fire Opal, and we're going to do that rose water a little bit too. Oh my God, look at that shimmer. Look at rose water all over the lid. Are you seeing that? That is freaking beautiful. Let me throw something in the inner corner. I'll do Sparkling Amber, but my mind is made up. My mind is made up on this one, guys. Nobody exaggerated. This is a beautiful palette. Kind of goes all over the place, but who cares? It's beautiful. And there's no fallout. That's not what I mean. I just mean that it's like a very buttery, soft formula. Like, look, I stuck my brush in here. See, can you see what I mean? That's just like, I stuck a small brush in there. Who cares? This palette is beautiful. Yeah, nobody was exaggerating. It's that good. It's gorgeous. I'm going to do some lipstick. I'm going to do some mascara. And I'll be right back with my final thoughts. But I think my final thoughts are already out there. Okay, guys, so I am back, and on the eyelashes, I did use some of my Lancome Booster like I usually do, and then I have some Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's so-so. This mascara is just okay, and then on the bottom, I have also Clinique, their Bottom Lash Mascara. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called, yeah, it's called Bottom Lash Mascara by Clinique, and then on the lips, I did use some Crush. This is ABH, no, Buff. It's in Buff. Why did I think it was called Crush? This is ABH lipstick in Buff. I like the shade a lot. I think it's really, really pretty. Is that all it's called? Yeah, it's just called matte lipstick. And then I don't have any gloss from ABH, so I did just use my Fenty gloss in Fussy, and I have some MAC eyeliner in Soar. Okay. And guys, no surprise, this palette gets an A+++. The only thing is there is a tiny bit of fallout. I didn't see it until I went to go do my mascara, and then I did notice that like around here I have some fallout, but I mean that's not really a big deal. I've definitely seen palettes give more fallout than this. Like I said, this is a super soft, buttery formula. Sometimes you get fallout with formulas like that, but palette absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I would have to agree that it's like a neutral, it looks just like a neutral palette, but I think it's the formula that just makes it so stand out. It's just so blendable and easy to use, and it just looks gorgeous. So I have to say, I do agree. Yes, this palette was absolutely worth it. And if you are looking for a Valentine's Day palette, or a palette for whatever, if you like the palette, I'm telling you, pick it up. It is beautiful. So the week is starting off good, guys. We are starting off with a good one. Tomorrow, we are going to be trying Pat McGrath once again. Yes, how many times have I said, oh no, I'm done, I'm not trying Pat McGrath? Well, yes, I did go out. I did pick up the Bridgerton palette. It is supposed to be a romantic palette. So we'll try that tomorrow for Valentine's Day. Guys, I seriously hope that you will join me, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. If you liked the video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, and if you tried this palette, I hope you'll let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I want to thank you so much for watching. And that's it, guys. I hope you will join me tomorrow. And until then, please take good care of yourself so you can take care of someone else. As always, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.